This is KYW-TV, Philadelphia. This is the news tonight with Jennifer Ward and Bruce Hamilton, David Rogers weather, and Yuki Washington on sports. And now, the news tonight.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Beverly Williams. Bruce and Jennifer have the night off. Our top story, they came, they saw, and they spent. That seems to sum up Black Friday '92, the day retailers have been waiting for all year long. It was a mega day at the Mega Mall in Bloomington, Minnesota. Nearly 200,000 shoppers poured into the nation's largest mall. In New York, shoppers swarmed around the streets of Manhattan. Many stores opened early to accommodate the crowds. And in malls across the Delaware Valley, the shopping stampede made for record crowds. People say that they're not splurging, but they do seem to be buying. Cash registers rang, accompanied by predictions of the best holiday season in 5 years. The experts say consumer confidence is growing. A new report today shows personal incomes are up to the highest level in nearly a year. That's encouraging news for merchants and shoppers.
We've had very good indications in the months of October, November, and certainly we're looking forward to a great December. But the indications are that people are in the holiday spirit and looking forward to a great Christmas.
Many merchants say they expect the heaviest shopping in the last 10 days before Christmas. With the beginning of the shopping season comes concerns about personal safety. Many malls are increasing security. For instance, at the Christiana Mall in Delaware, state police have set up a mini police station. Officials think the increased presence of officers will cut down on shoplifters and pickpockets. Police will also beef up patrols in the parking lot to put a dent in the number of car thefts. But what about thieves inside the malls? KYW3's Joyce Evans found out there are a number of ways you can shop defensively.
Keep it close up underneath you like a football. Clutch it.
Philadelphia Police Sergeant Teresa Young and I cruised the Gallery Mall tonight, pointing out the do's and don'ts to holiday shoppers who want to come home with all their property.
Well, first of all, this is a bad way to carry this. Someone can come right from the back and use a knife and cut the strap, and they're gone with it, and you're out of luck. And your hands, you're so laden down, there's nothing you could do anyway.
9-year-old Christina Edwards knows the right way to carry packages.
And I keep it all in one bag, so if somebody wants to snatch it, I have it right here. I keep it right here under my arm, and then I put it in my pocket.
Where is your wallet? Stephen Daniels had it in his back pocket. Wrong. The front pant pocket is the safest place.
That way, if somebody tries to pick your pocket, you're more likely to feel it. And don't have it so bulky. You got a lot of cash in there, you know, keep it thin.
And what do you do when you stop for a bite to eat?
Put this under their leg like that. Yeah, then you can enjoy your ice cream.
And at the Mac machine.
Try not to take too much out at one time. $20, $25.
For shoppers using public transportation, SEPTA police warn against a lot of bags and making yourself a likely target.
Those who look confused, those who have the jewelry showing or who count their money in public, they're the ones who are going to be victimized.
Officials say tourists are still the #1 target because many don't know exactly where they're going. They aren't paying that much attention to other people around them, and they're usually carrying larger amounts of cash. Authorities also say crooks feel they stand a better chance of getting away with the crime because tourists are less likely to report something like a purse snatching. But remembering just a few simple rules can make your holiday shopping spree as enjoyable as it should be. Joyce Evans, The News Tonight.
A deadly joyride ended the lives of 3 boys in central New Jersey, and a 4th is feared dead. Police divers retrieved the bodies of 2 12-year-olds and a 17-year-old this morning. Police say 5 or 6 boys were escaping from police in a stolen car early Thanksgiving morning. When the car broke down, the group jumped into the Raritan Canal and tried to swim to freedom. Apparently, only 2 boys made it out alive.
For some reason, as I said, which only they can explain, they made some attempt, despite the cold water, to get across the canal by holding hands. In that area, the canal begins rather shallow and then drops to about 14 to 15 feet. They lost their footing. One of them,
the 2 surviving teenagers are being questioned to determine if a 6th boy escaped or drowned in the canal. Philadelphia police are searching for a 3-year-old girl kidnapped in Center City. This is a picture of Lisa Smith. Police say that she was kidnapped by her mother and grandmother in August. Neither had legal custody. The grandmother was arrested, but her mother, Melissa Smith, has not been found. Police think Lisa may have been injured during the abduction. If you have any information, contact Philadelphia police. In the nation tonight, a California visit for President-elect Bill Clinton, and it started with an informal and friendly talk with former President Ronald Reagan. Clinton met with Reagan to get some advice about how to get things done during his first year in office. Mr. Reagan surprised Clinton with a patriotically flavored red, white, and blue pack of jelly beans. Clinton later discussed his presidential chat.
Talked about the line item veto, which, as you know, he likes a lot. He was glad that I was supporting it. We talked about some ways to restrain government spending in areas where I want to hold it down, so there'll be more money to invest in other things.
Afterward, Clinton strolled through an L.A. shopping mall, encountering thousands of screaming shoppers excited to see the next president of the United States. Senator Bob Packwood says that he is getting help for a drinking problem that may have contributed to alleged sexual advances toward women. 10 women, most of them former staff members, allege that Packwood from Oregon made uninvited sexual advances, which allegedly began in 1969. Packwood is a leading advocate for women's rights and says he apologizes and will seek treatment. In Milwaukee this morning, an incredible scene, a fuel tanker truck inferno. Police say the tanker plunged 40 feet off of a busy freeway interchange. It landed in a parking lot, crushing several parked cars before bursting into flames. The driver was thrown from the truck and was killed. Investigators believe the truck was speeding around a curve and crashed through a guardrail. Some would-be carjackers thought that they had a pretty easy mark in a 73-year-old New York woman, but she turned the tables on them. Ann Stern was on her way to Thanksgiving dinner when two men tried to pull her out of her car. She drove off, riding over neighbors' lawns. When they pursued her and rammed her car, Ann Stern struck back.
I said, "You got a weapon in the car. I got a better weapon. I got a newer car." And so instead of my veering off away from them, I veered into them. And that's how I damaged my car.
While Stern's actions may seem heroic, police say that she did the wrong thing and could have ended up seriously injured or even killed. The best advice, police say, is roll up your windows and keep blowing the horn. In the world tonight, U.S. relief troops could be in famine-ravaged Somalia by Christmas. Already 4 U.S. ships with 2,000 Marines are headed for the Persian Gulf on maneuvers. They're part of a quick strike force. Up to 30,000 U.S. troops could be used to guarantee delivery of food and medicine to the starving people there. And a coup attempt in Venezuela has failed. It was the second attempt this year against unpopular President Carlos Perez. The death toll set at 19, a nighttime curfew ignored. And in Europe, fire ravages yet another castle. This one is in Vienna, Austria. Flames swept through the wing of the historic Hofburg Palace. The castle is one of Austria's leading tourist attractions. An entire wing was destroyed. So far, the cause hasn't been determined yet. Right now, it's time for First Weather. Here's David Rogers with a look ahead to tomorrow. You finished your turkey yet?
Yeah, but you know, I'm going to make a lot of sandwiches and soup and all kinds of stuff for the next week, maybe, I'll tell you. I hope some of those shoppers save some items for me so I can get out there and do some shopping. A lot of shoppers heading out today, and looks like the weather conditions aren't going to be too bad tomorrow. If you're closer to the shore, well, you could have a few sprinkles. Mostly cloudy sky tomorrow morning, heading out 36 to 40 degrees. By lunchtime, temperatures go up into the 40s, topping out at about 49 degrees tomorrow afternoon. And then tomorrow evening, cloudy sky, 44 to 48. Again, only about a 40% chance for a widely scattered sprinkle. Best chances for that around Jersey Shore and Delaware Shore areas. I'll detail the entire forecast, all that coming your way later on in the weather tonight. Bev?
Thanks, David. From First Weather to First Sports, here's Yuki. What's up, Doc?
I like the way you did that. I'll tell you what's up. Too much turkey for the Sixers? I don't know, but the Sixers couldn't get it going tonight. They lose for the 4th time in 5 tries at home. 115-111 Milwaukee at the Spectrum. Blue Edwards for the Bucks had 26 points on 10 of 15 shooting from the floor. The Sixers have lost 3 straight. The Flyers played this afternoon, but they won. Flyers 6-3 over the Islanders. Rod Brindamore with 2 goals and an assist to lead the way. The Eagles are all set to play the 49ers on Sunday, but when the Chiefs travel to New York, receiver Al Toon will not be playing. The 3-time Pro Bowler announced his retirement today. Post-concussion syndrome was just too much to handle and try to play ball for the 29-year-old veteran. NIT hoop highlights, and a lot more coming up later in the Sports Tonight. Beverly, we'll see you
Thanks,
then.
Yuki. Next on the News Tonight, in just a few minutes, we will tell you why the TV you're watching right now will soon be out of the picture. We're making an issue of HD TV. Plus, high health care costs for the elderly are about to get worse. Coming up, we will tell you about some big changes for Medicare patients. But first, let's check the lottery numbers. More news in a moment.
Ready for your holiday shopping? I'm Joyce Evans, and before you pull out that credit card this season, the Mo Money Man has some warnings for you, and we'll have some quick and easy recipes that look festive and taste good, too. It's all Saturday morning at 9 o'clock.
Should a local hospital tell patients one of their doctors has AIDS? Of course, even the slightest risk of AIDS is still a risk.
They've ruined his life and his chance to make a living. He ought to sue and win.
Is he a victim of AIDS hysteria? Saturday at 7.
I love the feel of a sports car.
Turn the key, here we go.
But I wanted more room.
Give a power and excitement flow.
So I got this Pontiac Grand Prix.
This car's got heart, it's got
24 valves, 200 horsepower.
Look out loud on its control.
And plenty of room for whatever. This new Grand Prix's got it all. Big time.
Levitt's Christmas kickoff sale is loaded with bargains.
Look, Simmons luxury quilt bedding. Any size, only $99 each piece.
King size, queen size, full size, twin size.
Any size, only $99 each piece. Or choose Simmons Maxipedic Majestic bedding. Any size, twin, full, queen, or king. Only $149 each piece.
But hurry, this sale ends Monday night.
From the creators of Christmas Fantasies, Joe and Ralph Gaudio present the G-Boys Christmas Kingdom, the Delaware Valley's largest Christmas display featuring decorations from the world over. Young and old alike will be mesmerized as they visit the animated fantasy tour, along with Reflections, the ultimate tree display. It's free and open every day till 9. Bring the family to G-Boys Christmas Kingdom, Route 70, Marlton, New Jersey, where cherished memories begin. For directions, call 609-983-3300 G-Boys.
You know, PC, CompUSA is a wondrous place for the holidays.
Right.
Over 5,000 gifts at super low prices every day.
Like the Dell Dimension computer. It has a 170 megabyte hard drive, super VGA non-interlaced monitor, and comes with DOS 5.0 and more.
You know, I've always wanted more.
Great. The Norton Desktop software program from Windows or DOS helps you manage your computer by protecting your hard drive and making it easy to view all your files.
Really?
There's nothing like Christmas in the USA.
Shouldn't that be CompUSA?
Oh, yeah.
The computer superstore? I think it's more festive.
It is.
Tonight, we're making an issue of what's soon going to be happening to your television set. In a word, it's going to become obsolete. Get ready for future vision, better known as high-definition television, or HD TV. With a sharper picture and sound to match a CD, it may seem great, but as KYW3's Walt Hunter reports, there are some drawbacks.
High-definition television. The colors are the brightest. Every tiny detail almost jumping out of the screen. Get ready for HD TV. It won't just change the picture, it might just change your life. The issue tonight, HD TV, high-definition television. Just a flip of the switch will bring a wall of spectacular video rushing into your living room. It's exciting, it's expensive, and you're not going to have much say over whether or not you really want it.
Probably about 5 or 8 years, they're just going to do away with the old standard, so that you will be forced to get high-definition television.
But the TV that shapes your future will have a different shape, flatter, wider, like a screen in the movies.
You'll be able to look down on the screen and actually see the numbers on the jerseys of people playing football. And in fact, for me, it almost looks three-dimensional.
Mars Administrator Velos Cohagen.
Remember the movie Total Recall? Arnold Schwarzenegger showed us an HD TV screen can dominate your dining room. But the real thing isn't future stuff. It's right around the corner. Next year, the FCC will make new rules for HD TV. Come 1998, the first programs will air. And by 2008, HDTV will be the only thing you'll see. While Japan has had HDTV for a few years, the only place an American can see it is at a special exhibit like this one. Not everyone was impressed.
I wouldn't say that it's a great improvement.
I don't think it's that much different than normal TV.
And while the Japanese may have great pictures, they're also paying a great price for it.
In Japan, the sets start at about $12,000.
Ken Adelberg, owner of Hi-Fi House, predicts that as with CDs and other advances, the price will come down. The first systems will cost you about $3,000.
Would you pay $3,000 to get a set to see that?
No way. If I had the money to spend, I would.
Right now, there's a race for your consumer dollars. Different manufacturers are proposing different HDTV systems. The FCC must decide which system will become the standard. No matter what system wins, it'll cost you money because the TV set you're watching now will become obsolete.
It means replacing your television set someday with a new television set, an HDTV television.
And your VCR.
And your VCR, and your camcorder.
Bob Ross heads engineering operations for KYW3. As the change begins, our station and others will have to transmit two separate signals, one traditional, one HDTV, at a cost of millions.
It could be the single greatest technological flop there is, or it's going to be very well received. A lot of people are betting a lot of money that this is all going to work. I don't know.
High-definition television. It's coming with high hopes and a high price tag. The only thing for sure, we will not be returning you to your regular programming. Walt Hunter, the News Tonight.
Next on the News Tonight, David Rogers has the 5-day forecast, plus the malls and department stores aren't the only place shoppers can expect to get a real bargain this season. We will tell you what's happening to the cost of Christmas trees. You're going to like it. That's still ahead on the News Tonight.
Today, things change so fast. Take OW, Office Warehouse. Right before your eyes, it becomes Office Max, the office product superstore. By the way, I'm Max. We've totally remodeled and restocked thousands of brand-named items, all drastically discounted every day. You'll save 30 to 70%, and you'll have our low price guarantee. You see, some things do change for the better. OW Office Warehouse is now Office Max, where savings is the bottom line.
Willing to try new things? How often do you get a new hairstyle? Want a new three-piece suit? For people who will never be as old as their parents, Mitsubishi introduces the all-new Mirage Coupe. It's the new answer to the old question, what do you drive? The Mirage Coupe.
Come see the Mirage Coupe at your three-state Mitsubishi Motors dealer.
If you see news happening or capture news with your home video camera, call the KYW3 News Tip Line, 1-800-223-TIPS.
As an executive chef, I recommend that you cut all the fat in all aspects of life.
Cut the fat.
Cut the fat.
Say no to the fat.
Dining should be fat-free.
Go for the lean.
In about the time it takes you to read this, the new Jeep Grand Cherokee can go from 0 to 60. In about the time it takes you to read this, Grand Cherokee can go from 60 to 0. And in a fraction of the time it takes you to read this, the new Jeep Grand Cherokee could save your life. Maybe it's time for you to test drive one now at your Jeep and Eagle dealer.
There's only one Jeep, and it's only at your key state's Jeep and Eagle dealer.
In your health tonight, if you depend on Medicare, it's going to cost you more for medical insurance and hospital stays. Premiums for Part B insurance are going up from $31.80 a month to $36.60 next year. That's for doctor's bills and outpatient services. Part A insurance, that's for a hospital stay, will carry a heftier deductible, $676 out of your pocket from $652. But Your money is going to go farther this year if you plan on buying a real Christmas tree. Because of a surplus of trees, industry experts say that prices should be way down. Increasing popularity of artificial trees is also to blame for the falling prices, and some growers say prices could be half of what they were last year. Guess I'll get out and do it early and don't wait till last
Always
minute,
good
huh?
to negotiate.
Yeah, truly. I love doing that.
Yeah.
Here's David with the weather.
Can't negotiate the weather, though.
Oh, it better be good.
We've got to take it the way it comes. Not a bad day today. We finally got some sunshine. The rain kind of turned off. We are going to see some sprinkles closer to the coastal areas. Kind of a mixed bag for us this weekend. I'll explain. Take a look at what's going on outside right now. 58 was our high today. Unfortunately, it didn't arrive in the afternoon hours at 12:01 this morning. Temperatures throughout the day were generally right around the upper 40s to lower 50s, so really not a bad day. But again, we did get a break, got some sunshine. Lots of clouds out there right now. Partly cloudy, however, up in Allentown, where they're currently at 34, 37 in Reading. Mostly cloudy here at 5th and Market, 47 degrees. And on the boardwalk in Atlantic City, 46, with a surf temperature of 51. At the airport, 46 right now. Relative humidity locked in at 53%. Got a northerly wind at 14, and the barometric pressure currently on the way down. Putting things into motion, again, we had a little line there of some clear sky over the Delaware Valley today, and those clouds are just hugging the extreme eastern part of the country right now, from portions of New England all the way down into the land of Dixie. Low pressure center is going to slowly be tracking northeastward, throwing back those counterclockwise winds, throwing back a lot of that moisture, and that's going to result with some scattered drizzle. Now, most of the drizzle has lost its intensity. Let's take a look at our live local radar picture, and you can see most of that stuff now about 150 miles to about 200 miles off the coast of New Jersey and Delaware. But as that low pressure center continues to track up, we could start to see this stuff redeveloping across portions of the Delaware Valley a little bit later on in the weekend. As we take a look at tomorrow's forecast, a mixed bag. We'll see periods of sunshine, some clouds, and again, most of that moisture hugging the coastal areas. Temperatures generally getting into the upper 40s, possibly even into the 50s. So here we go. For tonight, we're going to see a lot of cloud cover out there. Seasonable temperatures, though, 36 to 41. Southeasterly winds at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And as we take a look into the future, 49 on Saturday for our high, maybe some sprinkles. Sunday, 47. Monday looks pretty good, 48. 48 on Tuesday, and 44 on Wednesday. That's a look at your weather tonight. Have a great holiday weekend. Bev.
Same to you, David. Next on the news tonight in sports, a doubleheader day at the Spectrum, and home proves to be oh so sweet for the Flyers. But the Sixers, different story. Yuki Washington has the scores and more in sports tonight. That's coming up.
College has been replaced by career. Midnight snacks are now midnight feedings. And as life changes and families grow, more and more people are carrying the card from Keystone Health Plan East, the HMO from Independence Blue Cross and Pennsylvania Blue Shield. Keystone gives them the comprehensive benefits they want and the security they trust. Maybe that's why Keystone's the fastest growing HMO in the country. The HMO you carry for life.
After Thanksgiving sale, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Don't be late.
For 35 years, Midas has talked about hardware, mufflers, tailpipes, brakes. Now we want to talk to you about software. This kind of software, children who every year by the thousands are seriously or fatally injured simply because they weren't in one of these. Well, we want to help protect them by offering every family who needs one these car seats at our wholesale cost. Look, we know you care about your child's future. Well, here's a way to help secure it.
Once, just every once in a while, an offer comes along that's so great you can't afford to miss it. Now, for a limited time, you can lease a brand new 1993 Cadillac Sedan DeVille for just $499 a month for only 24 months with $1,500 down. That's right, $499 a month, 24 months, $1,500 down. It's a limited time offer. Don't miss out. See your Cadillac Super Network dealer.
Some problems for the Sixers tonight. Here's Yuki Washington. What's going on?
It was tough down there tonight, I'll tell you.
Oh, dear.
At the Spectrum. In the NBA, the saying is protect home.
you have to win a lot of home games and maybe split on the road. It has not been home sweet home for the Sixers thus far on the young season. After tonight against the Bucks, they are 1-4 at the Spectrum. Doug Moe going back to the old duds again. The last time he wore them at home, the Sixers won in triple OT. Tonight, no such luck. Clarence Weatherspoon with 17 points, but the Sixers trailed by 3 at the break. The hot hand for the Bucks belonged to Blue. Blue Edwards made 10 of 15 shots from the field. He pump-faked his way and spin-moved his way to 26 points on the night. Edwards had the Sixers feeling blue. Know what else did? Milwaukee's foul shooting. Statman Walt Lucas called me right after the game to say Milwaukee made 30 of 34 foul shots, 88%. Blue Edwards right there, a perfect 6 for 6, which had Coach Dunleavy smiling all night. Kenny Payne for the Sixers had 21 points. He tried to help bring the fellas back near the end. His three-pointer would pull them within 6, but that was it. Bucks win 115-111. Boston got by Charlotte 111-102. Minnesota 102-83 over Washington. Houston 101, Miami 93. Cleveland beat Atlanta out at Richfield Coliseum 122-101. Orlando over Indiana 130-116. More on that in a bit. Seattle 127, Dallas 104. New Jersey by 2 over Utah at Utah. And in the third at last report, Barkley and the fellas leading Golden State. Phoenix 72-65 over the Warriors. Well, the Flyers flew by the Islanders this afternoon at the Spectrum, and Hot Rod Brindamore was leading the charge. The Flyers in white are 7-2-2 at home. They were in the attack zone a lot this afternoon. Number 18 is Brent Fedek with the pretty wraparound goal, 1-0 Flyers. The Flyers as a team are playing well with each other. They know each other's moves. Very crisp passing, which ends up in a Rod Brindamore goal to make it 2-0 Flyers. This afternoon, the goals did come early and often. Even the newcomers were chipping in. The recently called up Len Barry on the doorstep for the rebound, and the Flyers jumped out 3-1. Gary Galley had 2 goals, and Hot Rod Brindamore marked his return from an elbow injury with 2 goals and 1 assist. The Flyers beat the Islanders 6-3 this afternoon. A final in overtime, Boston got by Hartford 5-4. L.A. 5-3 over Detroit. Buffalo by 3 goals over Ottawa 4-1. A final in overtime, the Rangers and Minnesota skated to 4 goals apiece. Washington by 2 over Pittsburgh 6-4. And a final in overtime, just ending, Winnipeg got by San Jose 3-2, your score there. The NIT preseason tournament final is the story at the Garden in New York tonight. Indiana taking on Seton Hall. A great coaching matchup between Indiana's Bobby Knight and P.J. Carlissimo for the Pirates. Indiana in red on the move. In the first half, number 40, Calvin Chaney had 16 points. Hoosiers up 37-33 at the half. Second half, once again, DeHare was the man. 3 of his 17, 40-38 Pirates. Chaney powered his way to a career-high 36 points tonight. The Hall did not give up. Caver with the 3-point jumper, but Indiana won the title 78-64 despite not scoring a field goal in the final 4 minutes and 49 seconds of the game. Exhibition play tonight. The lads from Latvia against LaSalle working the ball inside for the hook shot. A nice crowd checking out the action at Heyman Hall tonight. Kareem Towns out of Southern High with the slam dunk. LaSalle and head coach Speedy Morris in control all the way during the exhibition game. On the defensive end, Blitz Wooten rises to the occasion. So did his teammates LaSalle over Latvia 99-74. A Big 8 battle this afternoon between Oklahoma and Nebraska. A win for the 12th-ranked Cornhuskers, and they can clinch an Orange Bowl bid as Big 8 champions by knocking off Kansas State next weekend. They are almost Miami-bound. In today's game, Oklahoma would get 3 field goals from Scott Blanton, who set a conference record for most consecutive field goals without a miss with 14. The Sooners' lone bright spot. The Cornhuskers dominated on both sides of the line. The defense makes the highlight reel right here. Cale Gundy threw it right to fast Eddie Stewart. Ed had clear sailing to the end zone. Nebraska in a big way, 33-9 over Oklahoma. New Temple coach Ron Dickerson and his family at the LSU-Arkansas game today. Dickerson was smiling because of this. Arkansas in red. The receiver wearing number 2 is Ron Dickerson Jr. He's gone, the coach's son. Arkansas put it to LSU Razorbacks 30-6. And one last look in the sports tonight. Scott Skiles of the Magic out of bounds against the Pacers. The backdoor play. He uses somebody's back door to get the ball back for the field goal. Skiles had 32. O'Neal 21 and 11 boards. 130-116 Magic. Got to remember that backdoor play.
Okay.
You can use it.
Thanks, Yuki.
Right.
And the last word tonight, we're going to tell you about that in just a moment, because when we return, a little boy with a big voice for sportscasting. He has the last word when we come back.
This is Inside Edition. Investigations that matter to you. News that makes a difference every day. For the stories you'll talk about, don't miss the next Inside Edition.
Monday at 5 on KYW3.
No one knew this teacher was accused of sexual misconduct because cops say no one reported it. Are your kids safe at their school? Toucher's Pets on the next to Current Affair.
Monday at 5:30 on KYW3.
My voice has been pre-recorded to demonstrate a remarkable point. A car phone so well conceived, it's not only portable, but voice-activated. Now, dialing's as easy as this. Call office.
Thank you for calling Lexus. May I help you?
You must remember. This Christmas on video cassette, the 50th anniversary limited collector's edition of Casablanca. The gift that only gets better as time goes by. $19.98 or less after $5 rebate with purchase of Taster's Choice.
Bennigan's has more exciting ways to tempt you than you can shake a fork at. And now you get more. Bennigan's extra special treatment, guaranteed. Beat that.
It's Strawbridge & Clothier's Men's Sweater Bonanza. 25,000 sweaters on sale, just $24.99. The perfect gift for men and young men. Architect, Robert Bruce. Concrete, Michael Gerald. $24.99. Cardigans, crews, bolds, plaids. Save on men's sweaters now $24.99. The Men's Sweater Bonanza, only at Strawbridge & Clothier.
Strawbridge & Clothier. Oh, what a Christmas. Right now, you win with Ford right now.
I see this movie fantasy. I co-star with my new 93 Mustang. I have money in my pocket. I meet interesting people. Life is good.
Quality plus savings, a quality plus deal. Win with a leader right now.
My new leading lady loves my new Mustang. And she's kind of crazy about me, too.
The 1993 Ford Mustang, now appearing at your Quality Plus Ford dealer.
Right now.
The last word tonight is Sparky, as in now. Back to you in the booth, Sparky. We take you to Salt Lake City to meet the nation's youngest budding sportscaster. His name is Sparky Mortimer. He's just 6 years old. Sparky is just practicing in the stands now, but give him a few years in the microphone, and it's watch out, Yuki.
Yeah, I can see.
We'll take a timeout here on KUTV, and we'll be back with BYU Cougar football after these messages.
Sparky Mortimer, a name to remember. You shaking in your boots, Yuki?
Quarterback sack, I can do that. We'll be back after these messages. I can do it.
I think we're going to end on that
Okay.
note. That's the news tonight. I'm Beverly Williams. The news continues tomorrow with the news Saturday when we bring your weekend home. For Yuki, David, the entire News Tonight team, have a good one, folks. Bye-bye.
See ya.
Closed captioning for the news tonight is brought to you by a grant from U.S. Healthcare.
The 1993 Mercury Sable. It's not a newcomer with an unproven promise. Sable has been proven for quality, value, performance, and protection. And now you can have all the reliability and safety of a Sable for as low as $269 a month, sedan or wagon. See Sable at your Lincoln Mercury dealer today.
It's holidays at Strawbridge & Clothier. Save on gifts for everyone on your list. Shop early, shop late at holidays. Right now at Strawbridge & Clothier.
When it comes to value, when it comes to price, when it comes to payment, you should come to your Isuzu dealer's Goodbye 92 sale. That's right. The best buys of the year are at your Isuzu dealer's Goodbye 92 sale. Isuzu Rodeo named Motor Trend's best buy 2 years in a row. Yours now for just $249 a month, and that's for 36 months only. Isuzu Trooper, Car and Driver named it the Lexus of off-road vehicles. On sale now at unheard of low prices during your Isuzu dealer's Goodbye 92 sale. For the best buys of the year, hurry now to your Isuzu dealer's Goodbye 92 sale.
Call for action at 238-4500, weekdays from 11 to 1.